Yo, 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 what is up, my fallopian tuber? Cesario from the barrio coming back at you with another video for your butt. And today is October 20th. What does that mean? It's Mickey Mantle's birthday. Mickey Mantle, my favorite player, man. Not necessarily the best player ever, but he had the potential to be. But he lived an incredible life. All right. So I'm gonna show a couple of like more or less memorabilia things that he had. I did try to upload a video that I did on TikTok earlier, and it had the Beatles song, and I guess I got a copyright strike on YouTube. So I'm gonna go a different direction. Just gonna show a couple of like oddball things. You know, I have a couple of books. I'm just gonna show one. Mickey Mantle, my favorite summer, 1956. Why is this his favorite summer? This is the year he won the Triple Crown. All right. Look at that. Him and Casey Stengel. Stangel. But yeah, I have a couple of books. I remember reading this one on an airplane on my way to Florida and back. I read this entire book. I don't know, for whatever reason, one of the favorite stories or little, that he talks about in this book is when they were playing deep in the infield. Happy birthday, dude. One for the Mick. They were playing deep in the infield, so he bunted against Don Drysdale. And when he got to first, Don Drysdale walked up to first base and stepped on Mickey Mantle's foot with his cleat and just like grinded his cleat into Mickey Mantle's foot and told him, don't ever do that again. And Mickey Mantle's not a small dude, but Don Drysdale's a big dude, and he's just like, okay, yes, sir. So here we go with another object. Is this plate. I have a couple of plates, but I'm only going to show this one. This one's actually still in the box. The other ones are loose. But, man, in the 80s, you see these things on TV all the time. And I never got one as a kid. I bought this one a few years ago. But I have a few of these, so let me see what it says in the back. The legendary Mickey Mantle. Plate number 417W. Alright. So, a cool little Mickey Mantle thingamajig. Alright. Another thing from commemorating 1956 is this bobblehead. And I've never even opened this box. I mean, the bobblehead might not even be in there for all I know. But that's why this is one of my favorite cards ever. The 1956, the year he hit the Triple Crown. And I remember like in the book, Mickey Mantle talks about how he swung his hardest at every single pitch. How he grind his teeth and just swung his hardest at every single pitch. That was his style. Alright. So check this out right here. This is actually the 1996 set. But it just comes in these cool 4 little like cereal boxes. Which is, I just think it's badass, man. Yeah, so these sit on my shelf. But it's like the actual whole complete top set. But it's just commemorating Mickey Mantle, and as you can see, it has a commemorative cards in here. But this is cool. I just think it's so rad. Look at that. Alright. Another thing that I have, check this out. This box right here, I bought at a vintage antique mall. And I saw behind it, a glass case, and you gotta call the person. They come up in the glass case and they give it to you. But when I first saw this box, I just thought it was empty. I thought it was empty. It was only I don't know if it was $7, $8. Who knows, maybe 10. I know it wasn't that expensive. But I asked for it. The guy came and he handed it to me, and I was like, oh, there's something inside. I was hoping it would be empty, but it's all original. But at the time, my Mickey Mantle collection wasn't as big as it is now. Oh man, this thing is hard to open. So all my cards would have fit in here, and I was like, oh, this is where I'm gonna keep all my Mickey Mantle cards. But to my surprise, it actually had all these metal cards in here. So I mean that's pretty cool. I'm not gonna complain about it, but like instant reaction, I was kind of disappointed because I was like, I want a cool little box to keep all my Mickey Mantles in. There's this the shot that hit the top of the facade. Sweet. But this is a cool little metal set from Upper Deck. And moving on, so this thing right here is a flip book. So what you do with this is you see Mickey Mantle batting left-handed, and when you flip it around, you see him batting right-handed. Oh, I think that went a little bit too fast. And Mickey Mantle used to say, I remember reading in the book that he felt that if he batted right-handed 100% of the time, he would have had better numbers, more hits, more home runs. But even back then, they were with switch hitters, who's Mickey Mantle is considered to be one of the best switch hitters. They were going by the, I guess, analytics back then, but back then they just called it information. Lefty, lefty, righty, righty. And one of my favorite things that I have is this mug. I love this mug. Alright, this was cheap too. I think it was like $10 when I got it a while ago. But look at that. That's the back of the card. You got the front of the card, and then it has this little kind of certificate of authentication. I guess this is number 411. Imagine if it was number 311. Oh my lordies. I would just drop my load every time if it was number 311. But it was 411. But that's cool right there. Another thing I'll share real quick is this card right here. This card, I cut it out from one of those price guide magazines. I mean, when I was a kid, a long ass time ago, I don't know what year, whatever. But I kept this in here, and since, I don't know, I guess when we first got our first apartment, this was in our living room shelf like the whole time. Most of my cards all my collection for a while was in storage, and this was the only thing that I actually had on me that I kept, and I would actually be on the shelf in the living room forever. And one of the last things I'm gonna share real quick is this Mickey Mantle ball. Alright, so I do have one Mickey Mantle autograph, and if you don't know, like, Mickey Mantle practically kickstarted the memorabilia craze by signing autographs at the malls and shows and stuff. Because players back then didn't get paid that much. So when he retired and some of his restaurants were failing, his investments, he needed to make money and started making a killing signing autographs. So I have one Mickey Mantle autograph, and I do wish I would have kept it in the original case it came in. It came one of those old ass, original holders that they used to have. Had like a little fake gold base, and a round cover on it. I wish I would have kept it, but man, the guy that I used to buy a lot of stuff from convinced me to put it in one of these, and I did. But yeah, so that's why I only need one autograph. I have one Mickey Mantle autograph. I don't need more. You won't see me chasing them and stuff. And in my Dylan's case right here, I do have today the Mantle and Boyer. Alright, and one of those old BBG. And then you see the Sports Illustrated magazine right there that I got from Don's Field of Dreams. So, happy birthday, Mickey Mantle. October 20th. Well, I believe 1931. I should have checked. I hope it's 1931, or else I'm going to sound like an idiot collector. But around there. And so that's it, guys. Just wanted to say happy birthday to Mickey Mantle. Love the hobby. Just keep collecting baseball cards forever, I say. Ciao. Happy birthday, yes, sir. Up, up, and away.